We are not. 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 We want. We want. We want. We are not. We want.
Outside the Ontario Provincial Assembly, frustration has spilled into streets. Dozens of hopeful immigrants workers have gathered to protest after the government returned their OINP files, applications they believed would secure their future in Canada. Many say they have spent years building their lives there, only to see their dreams pushed back without clear answers. Their message is simple: they want fairness, transparency, and the chance to continue contributing to the province they now call home. This is their story and the questions they are demanding the government answer.
We just had an employer who was here with us minutes ago saying that he stated he found out some familiar faces out of this mass, saying that this is the worker who worked with me. He is a genuine worker. Few days back, we had representative from Bell. We had representative from Rogers, managers who were standing here. What did they say? They said, hey, this guy is our technician. He worked setting up the optical fiber. Employer needs skilled worker. Skilled worker needs a genuine fairness. Where is the fraud then? If you think there is fraud, review their files. Show them at their faces. They have all the required documents. I have seen applicants standing over here whose employer has sent multiple web forms to OINP stating that this worker is a critical worker for me. He's a skilled trade worker. If I lose this worker, it will take me time to skill, and I have to first train another worker, to hire another worker. They have a risk on their business continuity. I have seen some applicants here who have a letter from their employer. Same letter was sent to OINP as well, that I need this blah blah employee. These applicants have sent multiple web forms so far, time and again. What OINP said? Oh, we do not have a quota at the time. You need to wait. Don't worry. Just wait. What they did wrong? They just waited. And all of a sudden you return their file saying that, oh, initially you didn't have the quota and now you got the quota, but now you're just covering up the story. Is it something that government is trying to cover? Is it related to the skill development fund? Or is it a way you're trying to divert your attention from the mass, from the citizens, by returning the applications like this?
We want. We want. We want. We want.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me okay? My voice is I'm a little sick today, but I am here and you guys are here. And yes, look at you growing. You don't need me for motivation. You have each other. You know that what happened to you was wrong. And you know that you are standing together and you are not getting weaker. You are getting stronger each day. Each and every single day, there's more of you and more of you. And I am so proud to know a group of people who are so dedicated group of workers, dedicated group of individuals contributing to our province. We are very, very fortunate to have you here. And it is me who is motivated by you today. So know that in the House, that all of this that's happened so far is happened because of you. You know, you could have just gone. You could have decided to throw your hands up, but you knew you were worth more than that. And you knew that what happened was not okay. And so you reached out, and we in the NDP have been with you since the beginning because we are the party of workers. And we have been pushing inside that House, asking the Minister of Labour question after question, and you've seen his answers. They've been nonsensical answers. They've been redirections. They've been blaming the feds. They've been blaming everybody else. What they haven't been is honest answers about how they can move forward and make sure that not only you, but the employers that are missing you, that need your labor. I was just talking to someone in the north who said, they were looking for more, not less, right? And this government has not been very forthcoming. But because of you, because you didn't give up, you have seen them come around. You have seen them you have forced them to come face to face and to answer more difficult questions. And they are starting to get very uncomfortable because they see you are not going anywhere. And so I want you to know that you are on the right track. You are doing everything you can, and people are starting to notice. It is not going unnoticed. So. I would like to ask if any of you have employers that would be willing to write or be part of this movement to reach out to me, okay? Yes. Great. Okay, so what I want to ask, and I won't, do it over this thing, is to, through you guys, through the emails, connect me. We're trying to get employers from across the province who would all maybe stand together and write on your behalf. And so that this government understands that this has affected whole communities, right? Whole communities are changed because you can't be in the jobs that you have, and employers can't have the work that they need, and whole communities that were starting to build and thrive have now been disrupted. So that's the next push that we want to try to achieve. So I will wait for you guys to put some of those things together, to send it over to us, and then we will keep pushing. All right? Thank you, everybody.
Hello, everybody. My name is Catherine Fife, and I'm the member from Waterloo, and I'm the Shadow Minister for Economic Development and Trade. And I'm here with Shafna, who is a mechanic, was a mechanic, working at Jefferson Mechanical in Elora. Yeah. Listen, you shouldn't have to be here right now. So first of all, I want to apologize that this government has treated you in such a manner. You applied to come to Ontario. You are valued workers in the economy. You paid your $1,500 application fee, and you set your sights on Canada and the Ontario economy because you wanted to be part of the solution and to create a stronger province. And this government, what they did by canceling all of the applications on that Friday and not giving you any procedural clarification, not dealing with you honestly, and not dealing with you with integrity is a dark day for our province. So I'm an opposition member, and I do understand the economy. I understand the skills gaps. We do need women in trades. We do need skilled workers in the province. I was out here last week speaking to someone who was a mechanic at Toyota. These are valuable jobs. You are valuable people to the economy. And this government needs to treat you with respect. And that is what we are fighting for. Alexa Gilmore, who is the critic, I know she was out here with these bourgeois. We are fighting for you inside that house. Just today, I reached out to the chambers of commerce across Waterloo region because we need to get the business community to also support you, right? We need to bring some allies to this fight because that's who this government listens to. They listen to the business economy and the business people. So I'm out here in solidarity. They know that you are here. Keep showing up. Don't give up. And let's stay strong together. Thank you very much.
I am now here outside the Ontario Assembly. So along my side, there's a MPP from Waterloo. So you are from NDP party.
This is right.
And
We're the official opposition.
okay. So you are here to support these workers who are fighting for their right. Like they are working here, it's a very harsh weather, and they are like standing outside the parliament, and they are protesting because the government reject their files, actually return their files. So what you think about this?
So the first thing I wanted to say is that it's important that people are showing up because this government wants them to go away and they want them to be silent. So a great injustice, I think, has happened here on the Ontario Immigrant Newcomer Program, whereby people applied to come to Ontario to fill an employment gap in our system. They paid to do that. The Ministry of Labour did not honour the commitment and did not honour the promise. That work was here and that people could build a life here. In fact, some people in my office have been waiting for 12 months to get an answer as to whether or not their application has been approved, even while they've been working. But now they can't work, right? Because their work permits have expired. So you have people here in Ontario who want to be working, who have the skills that we need as an economy, and who have been denied the opportunity to reach their potential. And what I say to people is that when our workers don't reach their potential, our province will not reach its potential. So I applauded the folks that are here. They shouldn't have to be here. I also feel shame that our government is treating workers and new immigrants like this. Remember that this country is founded on new immigrants. We're all new immigrants to this place except for the First Peoples. So I was trying to, show some encouragement and just to let the folks know that Alexa Gilmer, who's the critic for this file, she's been in the House, she's been fighting, and I don't want them to lose hope because we need these skilled workers to be part of the Ontario economy.
You say like Canada is considered as an immigrant welcoming country, but now all over the globe there's a new type of wave, like anti-immigrant wave. So do you think like these type of decisions like relates to that type of political wave?
Yeah, I mean there's certainly, it's a very divisive political economy right now. And certainly people are playing off of that, I think. But what I say to folks is that there are so many new immigrants sitting in those chairs in the Ontario legislature, right? It used to be a place where we recognize that there is value here, that having a diversity of opinions and a diversity of skills is good for our province and for our country. And I certainly think that that's worth fighting for.
In the last question, like Ontario government is like putting the ball in the federal government that it's the issue rise up because of them. So what do you think about that?
No, but this was a Made in Ontario employment program, and that falls under the provincial government's jurisdiction. So the fact that they're saying that this is a federal issue is not accurate. Unemployment, immigration falls under the purview of the provincial government. So don't believe that. That's what I would say.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
So it's the MPP from NDP party. So the lots of people like the MPPs and the common man from the community, they are coming to this protest. So I think only 8 to 10 days are left in this session of the assembly. So these workers, they think they are fighting strong in this harsh weather, like the temperatures in the negative, in the minus. So they are really struggling hard to get their right.
We are not. We are not. We are not. We are not.
So I'm here at the protest with the MPP Alexa from NDP party.
That's right.
So yeah, you are here to support these workers. So what do you think about the protest?
I think it is really heartening to see so many people out, because what happened to this group of skilled workers is that Ontario asked for them to come, said we needed them, and then in a very disruptive and unjust way sent them all letters rejecting their applications, and that was wrong. So I am very heartened to see everybody here today. The NDP has been fighting alongside workers since its inception, and these workers are no different. They deserve a just, fair process. And they deserve to have their applications reinstated, work permits extended until we can figure this out. And the government is really responsible for making sure that the process is done correctly and that each of the applicants get their own fair process.
So the Premier Doug Ford statement in the assembly legitimate their protest, but the Premier is pushing the ball to the feds, it's their issue.
Yep.
So what you think, this decision is the outcome of the anti-immigrant wave around the world, like nowadays we are seeing, or it's just like a Fed or provincial governments clash?
So I think we cannot underestimate the global anti-immigrant sentiment that is having an effect, right? Whether I mean, I can't speak to the government's intention on returning these applications, but I can speak to seeing how the return of these applications and the tainting of all of these very fine folks with the brush of misrepresentation or fraud has increased anti-intimate sentiment. And the government should have known that and should have been very cautious in how they went about this. And so I think they have a responsibility in this climate that is more hostile, right, to ensure that people are not unfairly targeted. What you asked me about before around whether this is a clash between the province and the feds, I think that the province had the opportunity to welcome these workers through the process. Many of these were in the queue before the feds dropped the applications down. And on January 1st, we know that those numbers are going to go right back up. So if the province had wanted to, they could have processed this group 1 month from now. And so I don't believe that this is simply a case of the province not having enough spaces. I think this is something else. They have said that they don't have the capacity to go through each individual applicant. But I would suggest that the cost of sending all these workers away and having to start over again when there are people around the province looking for skilled labor would be far more expensive than simply to hire the folks needed to get through this backlog.
Okay, in the last, what's the course of action the NDP party is thinking to support these workers?
So the NDP has been very, very clear on this. The NDP would like to see the province apply for work permit extensions for every one of the workers, and that the applications would be reinstated and individually assessed. Right?
But if only 10 days are left in the assembly, so if the government, they didn't hear to the voices of these workers, so what you can do?
So we will continue to push for that. We have a majority government situation, which is why it's more important than ever to see people show up, right? The NDP are the people's party, right? We are, in terms of power in numbers, right? We will show up. You saw the other day that the OFL and the other labor unions were standing hand in hand together with these workers, and we will continue to push. But ultimately, we need to make sure that this government understands that it must act fairly towards all workers.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is the MPP Alexa. So she is standing with the protesting workers from the day one. So the lot of MPPs, they are supporting the workers, and the workers are fighting here in this harsh weather. They are adamant that their fight is legitimate, and they will stand here till the government reprocess their files. So what's your name?
My name is Saidu.
Saitu? Saidu, okay. So yeah, I'm here with a worker who came to Canada from Bangladesh as a student, and now after study and now doing work for around I think 3 years. Now he's standing here in this weather outside the Ontario Assembly protesting for his right. So what you think, how you feel about your protest? You are, instead of doing your job, you are protesting here.
Yes, so first of all, we are all here for genuine, fair demand. It's not like we are here for nothing. It's we worked hard. First of all, we studied for 2 years, and we are all from different background. But yeah, definitely we came as an international student, and then we got work permit. The federal gave us the opportunity to apply for the PGWP, and after that definitely we have different field. Probably some of them like working as a carpenter, some of them working in the pest control, some of them like me myself, I'm working as a field service technician, and I am doing multiple tasks at a time. Suppose like repairing computers, mounting TVs, and sometimes providing help desk support as an IT analyst. So that's sort of work I'm doing. I'm pretty much sure all of them, like here standing here, all of them has like similar kind of dreams, and inside inside the one file there is a dream, definitely. And the inside story is very different because we know what sort of situation we came through as an international student. And then when we worked, Ontario gave us the opportunity to apply for the, Ontario Provincial Nominee Program, and they gave us the ITA, and they gave us the hope. And then we waited like more than 2 years. Some of us waited for more than 3 years, just for a genuine result. But they were just they broke our trust. Honestly speaking, when we applied, and we are raising multiple waveforms through our employer or by ourselves as well, because we have all the capabilities. We have the language score. Some of them did like IELTS, CELPIP. We met the requirements. Whatever requirements was there, we met everything. And then we applied. So in the meantime, we just need a fair decision. It's nothing kind of like that. They kept us waiting for 2 years and suddenly come back and say, hey, our policy is passed now. You can, we are going to return your application. But that doesn't make sense. We just need a fair decision. At least they can catch the fraud, like those who are fraud. We appreciate that. You can consider those who are fraud and like deport them right away. We don't have any regret, or we support that policy, but we don't support like you were like returning all the applicants and you were considering all of them as a misrepresentation of fraud, which doesn't make sense. So definitely I'm hoping that today we gathered, like there are mass gather of OINP applicants, and I'm very hopeful that something will come out very fruitful, and I'm hopeful.
So now I'm here with another worker who is fighting for her right. So what's your name?
My name is Naho. So basically, we all applicants who are gathered today, we were invited by OINP under the skill trade draw, and we all worked for that. We gathered the experience. We was trained for the jobs, and we qualified that. Then we applied it to the files, and then instead of doing mass check and see who the genuine applicants are, they just returned the mass 2,600 files, and I'm one of the applicant. It's so cold that's so hard to open your mouth and talk.
Yeah, it's so hard.
It's windy.
Handle a mic.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's just really freezing, and we're not here just to make any scene or drama. We are just here to ask for justice, because when I was sent out from Punjab to Canada, and I came in here with dreams and to future build, and I worked for it. And I have a question that if now we as a genuine with no criminal record, by paying out the tax on time, and then by working the work experience which is genuine, and still this is happening with us. Imagine if well, then we're the system. I want to question that it's just a genuine fair procedure that we all deserve, because we were shown the path and we followed all the rules, and then this is where you're standing us and forcing us question our identity. We are not fraud. Our employer, so today there was almost more than 4 or 5 employer who were here. They're ready, and they're genuinely telling that we are the worker, and if you government as a proof or evidence you want them or for anything from them, they're there to support us. So I think we should be given a fair decision based on that.
Yeah. So what you think? Like, what are your emotions about that dream? You with what you came here like Canadian dream.
So I will be very honest that Canada is a land of immigrants. So this is when you see the online comments and people post, I want to tell you that we all came in here as an immigrant. All the applicants who are standing today are genuine and they worked for the thing they're fighting today. This is not nothing we were given or nothing bought. We have worked and we are asking justice based on that.